Hello again, my anime and manga enthusiasts. This is Mega Marie coming to you with a new video. I will be reviewing the manga Mint Chocolate and Defying Kurosaki along with Priest. All of these are volume ones. Now, Mint Chocolate, this is not one of my favorite tropes, but the story sounds very interesting and the artwork was very intriguing. So I gave it a try. So in this first volume, you have a girl, and her name is let's see, Nanami. Nanami. I think that's how you say it. Forgive me if I pronounce it wrong. She lost her father at a very early age, and she lives with her mother. She goes to school, and she meets a guy. Okay, his name is Kayuhi. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Please forgive me if I don't. He's a really good looking guy, but he's a total jerk. He turns down every girl in a very cold way who confesses their love to him. Now, Nanami has a crush on him, but she gives as good as she gets and she lets him know where to go and how to get there. As the story moves forward, we find that her mom is dating. She's moved on with her life. She started dating and she even got married. Now, all of this seems to have happened without um, Nanami even meeting this guy. Her mom marries him, and so then she just has a new stepdad and a new stepbrother. So her mom's like, listen, it's time for you to meet your stepbrother. And so when the stepbrother comes over to the house, it ends up being the boy at school she has a super duper crush on. And of course, this is how the shenanigans begins. Okay. Um, and so as the story goes on, they continue to bump heads, but they really end up loving each other. In this volume, they do open up about their feelings. We get into Kayuhi's mom and how she abandoned their family and is the thread that drives his coldness towards girls. Now, girls who confess their love for him. He doesn't have a trust for women because his mother abandoned him and his father. And as the story unfolds, you find that Nanami is breaking through his shell, although she's not sure she's doing it, but she is. He's a very cold guy. He's very shielded, and he very seldom shows his feelings. This volume does have a very dramatic cliffhanger that really has me excited for volume 2, which I have to buy it like now. I really like this manga. I do see myself continuing it. It is a very interesting story. I don't want to give too many spoilers away, so that's why the review is kind of vague. And I'll try to make the reviews vague unless it's a really old manga, but I'll try to keep from giving spoilers. So you have boy is a jerk, girl meets boy, girl hates boy but really loves boy, finds out the boy's going to be her new stepbrother, and then the ups and downs of that. So it's an interesting story, and I am excited to see it move forward. But it's very innocent. It's very respectful. It's not a smut fest, if you will. Okay, so moving on to Defying Kurosaki-kan. Okay, I like this manga. This manga reminds me a little of Black Prince Wolf Girl. This manga is about a girl who felt she was plain, and when she started high school, she reinvented herself with new hair and makeup. Her plan included becoming the White Prince's girlfriend. So the White Prince is, let's see here, Shirakawa, and This guy is very handsome and charming, and that makes all the girls swoon over him. Alongside him is his friend, Kurosaki-kan. This is the black-haired guy who is best friends with the white prince. They call him the white prince of the school, and they call Kurosaki the black prince. And these two guys are best friends, and the female of the group, Yu, her name is Yu. She wants the white prince, of course, and she ends up falling for the black prince over time reluctantly. They end up butting heads, and they end up having just, different ins and outs with each other. Now she really ends up liking him, but then you get into this situation where it becomes more of a dom sub type of feel to it, kind of like the anime that I watched that I mentioned earlier, Wolf Black Prince and Wolf Girl. As I'm reading it more and more, you do get the dom and submissive type of relationship between the two. The Black Prince, Kurosaki, being the dominant one. I am a little disappointed that the only English version of this is in digital. I'm watching it on Cosmicology, and the only physical forms I find are in Japanese. I will read the whole series of 18 in Cosmicology by the time I finish it. If there is no update on an English paperback version being released anytime soon, then I'll probably end up collecting the Japanese collection, as I really like this first manga, and it was fast-paced, funny, flirty, and I definitely give it a 5 stars. Now, with the next book that I read, Priest, Volume 1. Now, this manga reminds me a little of Resident Evil if it were a Western. The artwork is very good, and that is the reason I wanted to read the manga. There is not much dialogue, as everything is surrounded around the zombie-like creatures and the noises that they make. So it's more action-packed. It's not a lot of dialogue. So you have a priest who is hunting these creatures, and the priest himself gave his soul to the devil. You don't really get, I think that maybe as the volumes go forward, you'll get an idea as to why he did that. But in his first volume, they don't really specify why. It has a lot of religious overtones to it, a lot of Christian religious overtones to it. And you have this priest who hunts demons. And everything that happens in this first volume occurs on a train. I think the artwork was beautiful. I think the storyline was very good. However, I personally think this is definitely would be a 5-star manga. But for me, and my taste, this would be something I would enjoy very much in the form of an anime. But it's so much going on, and the panels are greatly drawn. But this is something that my personal taste, I would prefer to watch as opposed to read in a manga. So other than that, because of that, I don't see myself purchasing it any further, other than its first volume. But I do think it's a great storyline, and I think the artwork is really great. So those are the 3 manga that I have read this week. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I hope to come back to you again with more reviews, and keep reading manga and enjoying yourself. And like, subscribe, and share if you care. And until next time, peace.